How you doing, everybody? Randy Richard in shop. We're gonna get some more progress on these cylinder heads done. I'm gonna get these faced off. I've already cut these off. Boom, right? And we'll get the holes for the screw pattern drilled into them. And these, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet here. I probably should get these all faced off, but I need to get a hole in the middle of them. So we'll do that. Hold that, and maybe drill that hole also. I'll decide as I get these done what we'll try to get done here. So let's just get on with it. We're over here on the Logan for this here today, and using the 6-jaw. It's really nice. So I'm going to put this parallel in here, nice fat one, and then I'm just going to set it up against there. Snug that up, not too tight, but tight. I'm going to slip that out. Oh, if you do this, remember to take this out. This can hurt. If it'll fly out of there, and as soon as you turn the lathe on, so be sure to take it out if you do this. It's kind of tight in here, so it's kind of tough, but let's see. I only want this to be, 30 thousandths or so, not too much. I'm at 56, so I'll take another little bit off. Oh, 47 still. Well, that looks good. We'll just leave it there. There we go. Came out real nice. There we go. Okay, for these, I'm putting it in here, and I just used my parallel, my thick parallel again, and I'm going to call that back as a reference, even though we haven't faced it, but I did do a little sand on it, and it's pretty flat, and it's going to have to be close enough. There's nothing else really to reference, and and since I aligned on the center of the boss, when I turn the OD, I'm nice and concentric now, and we'll just drill that out and get our bores done here. And that comes out just right on. That came out really good. So this face has almost no run out. It's really nice. So looks like we're pretty parallel. And I'm just using the quill scale. This is a really small boring bar. I was able to reach in there and just flatten the bottom of the hole. And you couldn't see it. I could barely see what I was doing. So, but that's what I did. I have my nice Canadian spring center here, and we're going to just spring load that. A little tension, and try to get our carriage out of the way. 3/8 24. We're just going to start this with a plug tap. Should go pretty easy. It's aluminum. It's only 1/4 of an inch deep. We'll lock the quill up here. There we go. Now I'm going to run a bottoming tap in. Bottoming tap here. One of the few sets of taps I have that have all 3 taps in them. I have all 3 for. There we go. We're done with this side here on this one. All we have to do is face the other side, and we'll do the same to the. I'm going to do the same thing with the brass one now. Do all that, and then I'll do the other sides of them. Looks really good. Looks really good. Came out nice. We're good. Just good. Looks nice. Decided to just flip it over and hold it up tight because it had really good run out. And let's see here. That looks really good as far as flatness goes. And use the other side as a registration, and I'm just going to do a face and and then put a shoulder on it. All right, we're done. Looks pretty doggone good. A few screw holes and we'll be happy as can be. I screwed a 3/8 24 threaded stud in, and then I grabbed the chuck on it. And since I couldn't really get this aligned, and then I aligned the chuck. It was only out about 5 thousandths, and now we're less than a half a thousandths. So we're really good, and the face is good and square. So we're going to cut that shoulder or the boss into this one, and we're done with this one, except for the screw holes, of course. Dialing in an adjust true chuck is just like doing a 4-jaw. You got to loosen the screws here that hold it to the mounting plate, or your back plate. You just barely leave them a little bit snug, and then adjust the 4 screws around here and dial it in, just like a 4-jaw chuck. Maybe even easier. Perfect. There's the stud. Right there. First head end mounted here in the mill. V-block parallel. And we're going to put 4 holes. And they'll be at 45 degrees. I kind of line this up vertical. And so the first hole will be over there, and there. And we'll use the bolt circle function on the DRO to do this. It's an 1 1/8 bolt circle. I'm in ABS mode, and there's my 0 point, and that's the center of the head. Down here's the bolt circle function. We're at the center. We'll just say enter. And the diameter of the bolt circle is 1.125. Enter. Number of holes is 4. Enter. Starting angle. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Where does it think the starting angle is? Now, here's this head. This is how it's in the mill. And the starting angle is actually here. That's 0 over here. And they measure around in the counterclockwise direction. So I'm going to put in a minus number, change sign, and say 45. Now, and say enter. Ending angle will be back here at 0. Will be minus 45. And the same angle, so we go 360. And then now it's ready for hole 1, and then we'll just arrow up and down to the holes 2, 3, 4. So what I'll do now is I'll move the hole number 1 and make sure it's right. I know it's right already because the numbers are the same. One's positive, one negative, and they're the same. So that's going to move me this far in the X direction, this far in the Y direction, which is a 45-degree angle. And what I'll do is I'll just move my table until they zero out. We'll go to 0. Close enough. And I'll screw my scribe. I'll put my scribe in the mill. And I have my scribe in the mill, and that is where it's going to hit, right there. It's pretty close to the edge, but it's a small drill, 120 thousandths. And I think there's plenty of room for that to go in there. Oops, you can't see that. You can see, yeah, see that's a pretty small drill. Here, pretty small, so we'll have enough room to get it in there. All right, this spotting drill just clears. Then we'll just little spot. I don't know if you can hear the weather outside, but it is a torrent outside. It is just absolutely pouring. We've had some really big thunderstorms in the last half hour go over, and it's just ripping out there. Wind, and very, very windy. For us, we don't usually have winds, but it is really windy out. All right, that's done. Now, this block is off my stop with a block in here, so I can repeat this setting, because all of these are within a thousandths of each other as far as their diameters go. They're very, very good. All we got to do is drop it in there, line it back, line this one up, and we'll use the same bolt pattern. All right, these I think are done. They came out actually better than I almost expected, you might say. They look pretty doggone good. Yeah. Those are the slugs. And all drilled. And hopefully concentric. Tried to do my best on the maintaining concentricity. That's why I was using this outside diameter as much as I could. Now this one, I dialed it into that. Even though I held it with a stud, I still dialed it into the outside here. So they should be pretty good. We still need to make the nuts and the packing. And this will, sit on here like so. Like that. That looks pretty good. That one, that fits really nice. And then this one will be like so. That will be a whole cylinder. Well, screws. Now I think, okay, this is what they call for in the drawing, but this is what I think I'm going to use. I have a bunch of 440 quarter-inch long brass screws. These are actually very old. They're brand new, but they're very old. And these are just socket head cap screws. So I'm thinking, instead of a socket head cap screw, I'm going to use brass screws. I think they'll look a little bit better. I think that's where I'm going to go with it. Yeah, I think the little brass screws will really look good. You can tell me what you think. Brass or socket head cap screws. And those will I'll go on there, and we'll after this, I'll transfer. I'll do a transfer. The holes, the punch. I'll just punch that with a transfer punch after I line it up, and we'll do that and drill and tap those. And I'm not going to do this one until I have the piston done, and that's next. I think, yeah, we'll do the piston probably next, and then the flywheel, and we're done. We'll have 2 running engines. That's the plan. And here's this one. I'll go there. I'll go there. Or this way, maybe. Doesn't really matter. I'll be on there. Come just great. Actually grand. I don't think I'll be able to paint this thing till springtime when it gets warmer. But we'll see. All right, you guys, please stay tuned for more of the build. And subscribe. Please subscribe. And please watch the previous videos in this series. This kind of it's a pretty fun engine build, or 2 engine build we're doing. And I think everybody will you'll enjoy it. So, so I'll see you in the next one, you guys. See you in the next one. There we go. That head's on. Pretty simple.